Sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not. Game time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
The throw for Toney is intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
Yeah, he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last and going.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wideout. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Campbell downfield.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. That's one we'll continue to watch here in Week 3 of the NFL season. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 23. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 2. Play action. It's Ryan. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Colts had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This has been a signature of his over a sensational career since entering the league back in 2008. And you can see still plenty of strength left in that arm for the former MVP.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield. And you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
21.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Hey, check.
To try again after the sack. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. They find some open field here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Room here to run. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 15 now, Ryan gets this to Campbell out on the right side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught.
for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney,
26 yards.
and the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ryan.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now here's Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Well, that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they were trying to hold, so who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60%.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are back within a score.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
That's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row. The
offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
3rd down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They go play action now. Ryan. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Looking for Jelani Woods that time.
And it's 3rd down and 2.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yellow!
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers, and the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run the jet sweep here with Pierce. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Ryan. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being confirm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Mahomes will throw. Finding Kelsey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So this one winds up in